Hello, my name is Val. I am very much into languages and music, but also I'm concerned about the global situation in the world, the situation in Italy. And I am a learner and a speaker of Esperanto, the international language. Esperanto was created by a person who had a vision of a more fair world where everybody could understand each other, and this could be a means to an end, to diminish the fight among nations, among people and peoples. So he had this idea, watching and experiencing the problem in his own country, a place that was now is Poland, but at the time was Russia, and there were many languages spoken. So he had this idea, not just for a technical solution of comprehension among nations, rich people. No, he wanted that for a better world. And if you read his speeches, that was the end. The neutrality was also a means to an end, to survive the petty problems of the time. Now Zamenhof didn't see what happened in Germany, didn't see the extermination of his people, didn't experience the horrors of the Second World War. But I'm sure if he had survived, if he had lived these things, if he had seen these things, if he had seen this coming, he would have spoken up. He would have said something. He wouldn't have any doubts, because when the situation calls for it, there's no neutrality. There's no neutrality when you kill people. There's no neutrality when you exterminate people. There's no neutrality when you use your economic power, to impoverish entire nations. And when I say impoverish, it means people cannot afford medical care, cannot afford medical insurance, people cannot afford a shelter, people cannot afford being in a heated place. People die. People on the street die. And these people are not misfits anymore, are people who had jobs. Impoverishing entire countries, impoverishing them over a certain limit is criminal. Is tantamount to have a certain amount of people die. Making people die, isn't that criminal in itself? Yes, it is. And when you see something criminal going on and you have the power to speak up, because this you have this language, and you have through the language you can communicate and make things known. If you don't do that, saying you're neutral, I don't call that neutrality. I call that being complacent, being aiding and abiding. What is the word in English? You are with them. You don't speak up. You don't call a spade a spade. So when I'm furious, rightfully so, and I try to make other people who speak Esperanto understand what the history calls out to do. This is a historical moment in mankind. We are on the verge of a third world war because the capitalistic blocs are competing for vanishing natural resources, mainly gas and oil. In this situation, we should find a whole different way of living. We should get out of this frenzy for natural resources that help the minority of disgustingly rich people, corporations, banks, hidden powers. That's the empire, the real empire of evil, not the Soviet Union. This is the empire of evil. And this empire of evil, in the Western Bloc, there is the United States, and I speak about the government, not the people, and the fucking European Union. I don't buy this bullshit called European Union. We are seeing what's going on. They promised us a heaven, a new big state as important as the United States. What have we gotten? The euro? Things are going from bad to worse. I said